all seen it before. Movies that tell us love is supposed to be intense, all-consuming, and sometimes even a little dangerous. But what happens when those stories cross a line? What happens when romance is actually abuse in disguise? You're not crazy for feeling uncomfortable watching this. You're not overreacting if something about this love story feels off. Because today, we're breaking down 365 Days, a film that mistakes control for love, coercion for passion, and abuse for romance. Let's talk about how not to write abuse. First, let's address the elephant in the room, or rather the very well-dressed mafia boss holding a woman against her will. Kidnapping someone and giving them a countdown to love you? That's not romance. That's literally a crime. And yet, 365 Days frames this as an irresistible love story. Because apparently, nothing says healthy relationship like emotional captivity. Here's the problem. The movie confuses coercion with passion. Massimo controls Laura's movements, decisions, and even what she wears. And instead of portraying this as horrifying, the movie presents it as an intoxicating power dynamic. You know, like in classic romance movies, except with 100% more felonies. Stockholm Syndrome is a real psychological response where a victim develops feelings for their captor as a survival mechanism. It's not fate or irresistible attraction, it's trauma. The fact that the movie presents Laura's eventual love for Massimo as proof of their deep connection is concerning, to say the least. Let's be clear. If your love story only works because the other person has no escape, it's not a romance. It's a hostage situation. Imagine Beauty and the Beast, but without the enchanted furniture to lighten the mood. Before we continue with the video and my further explanation about how not to write abuse, I want to ask for your help. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subs by the end of the year, so I'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe and help me out. Okay, let's continue. One of the biggest issues with 365 Days is how it blurs the lines between consent and coercion. The movie makes a huge deal about Massimo saying he won't touch Laura without her permission, only to then repeatedly put her in uncomfortable, aggressive, and extremely non-consensual situations. This sends an incredibly dangerous message. It romanticizes the idea that no isn't really no, it's just not yet. And that's not just a bad trope, it's a harmful one. Look, we get it. Brooding billionaires are cinematic gold. But when a film makes literal abuse look sexy, we have a problem. The dark lighting, the moody soundtrack, the slow-motion seduction scenes. These all work together to mask the fact that Laura is not safe. Movies have power. The way abuse is framed in media can influence real-life relationships and perceptions. If a film like this convinces even one person that controlling, obsessive, and predatory behavior is just passion, then it's already done damage. So, remember that question I asked at the start? What happens when a movie presents abuse as romance? The answer is, it normalizes it. It makes manipulation look thrilling. It turns coercion into passion. And it teaches audiences, especially young ones, that love is something you endure, not something that should make you feel safe. Hollywood, we can do better. We can write complex, intense, and even dark relationships without making abuse look desirable. And for all the aspiring writers out there, if your love story needs kidnapping, psychological manipulation, and blurred consent to work, it might be time for a rewrite. Thanks for watching. If you liked this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into movies and TV. And let me know in the comments, what's your least favorite romantic trope? I'll see you in the next one.